Hello guys, welcome to Hill Studios again, and let's get started again. And today I need to complete at least 10 problems in DS, and almost I completed only 4. Graphs, those recursion stuff is very confusing. So now I think you guys can see right now, like I think yesterday we stopped at this particular position where our player is moving, going backwards, moving left, moving right? Fine. And okay, now what we're going to do is initially we're going to add some shooting animation. Why we need shooting animation? Let's get started on that one initially. So if you go to this particular game view and let me try to come here and let us hit play again. And so if you consider the player, when he is running backwards, he is not shooting at the enemy, right? He is not keeping gun at the enemy. He is projecting at some other direction, right? He's moving left, right. He's not directing at the enemy. So what's my main plan is, like, we're going to import a shooting animation which is idle animation. He's not moving anywhere, and what we're going to do is essentially top first half of the entire body is going to be using that animation, and lower half of the body is going to use our run walk animation. So what does that mean? So this entire top half of the body is going to use one animation, and the bottom of the body is going to use another animation, like moving legs kind of stuff. I hope you guys are getting where we are heading here. So go to your animations, go to your player. How we're going to do that? We're going to use an animation mask. So what this is, initially we can apply one animation to some parts of the body. So what we're going to do is, initially we're going to create animation mask, and one mask is going to play one animation. So we're going to have two masks. One mask is going to operate only on the first half of the body, which is our shooting kind of stuff, and second mask is going to apply on our legs kind of stuff. So you guys are getting it. So let's get started. So initially we need to import our idle aiming animation. So go to your file folder and go to mixamo.com and try to download animation. If you don't know how to do that, then go to some YouTube tutorial and see how we download an animation Mixamo. So here I have idle aiming. I'll just going to drag and drop this thing. This same thing can be applied to crouching, all of this kind of stuff. So you guys don't need to do multiple animations. If you want, you can download multiple animations for idle aiming, idle moving, idle aiming left, idle moving right, forward, backward kind of stuff. Okay. So let's go to our inspector and let us see how this idle aiming is doing. Let's click on this animation here. Okay, kind of struck again. Now what you guys need to do is go to your idle aiming and wait. So go to idle aiming and you will have this particular thing, no model is available for preview. Go to your meshes and drag and drop that model here. So now you can see, okay, it's not playing at all. Wait, go to your animations again, idle aiming, and let us convert the rig from generic to humanoid. Copy from other model and take this SWAT avatar and click on apply. I think you have to do something with that. Go to create avatar, go to animation here. Okay, now you can see it is working fine. Go to your animation again. Oh, what has happened? Idle aiming, and okay, drag and drop this thing here. Okay, now you guys can see, right? You can see he's aiming right now. It's idle aiming, right? I think you guys are understanding it right now. So what we're going to do is, initially top half of the body is going to apply this animation, and bottom half is going to apply run, walk, something like that. So let's get started. So go to your animator initially, guys, and in this initially we're going to have this animator. We're going to have base layer, which we're going to have blend tree, right? So go to layers and create a new layer, which is known as a top portion. Okay, top portion, and in this particular layer, okay, add our idle aiming. Okay, and this, go to this particular layer, and here you need to add our avatar mask. So go to assets here and create a new folder, which is known as a AVATR avatar mask case avatar masks. Okay, go to right click, create avatar masks. Where is the avatar masks? Okay, got it. So let us rename this thing to top, and go to this avatar mask and go to this humanoid, and we only need to control the top portion. Got it? So turn off these legs, and we need to keep this one. We need to keep this circle thing because it will control our placement. So okay, I will tell you guys right now. So if you go to your scene, and if you go to your animation player, and if you go to your idle aiming, you can observe like he is not aligned to the center, right? He's not looking forward, he's looking somewhat right kind of stuff, right? So how to adjust that is like go to loop time because we need to loop it, and go to here bake into pose, and bake into pose, okay, and click on apply. He's still not looking. Got it? So go to bake into pose here, and apply. He's not still looking. So go to cycle offset, and oh my god, okay, keep it 0, keep a cycle offset as 0, and we'll try to offset this thing. Okay, we'll try to offset this one. I hope you guys are getting this thing where we are going. Got it? We offsetted this one. So in order to this offset to work, we need to have control of apply. Click on apply, and in order to have that offset apply to our aiming animation, right, we need to get this one. We need to get this circle thing in our control, otherwise offset of other avatar mask will be applied. So we need this one. So turn off this IKs. I think we don't need them. So now it is completed. Go to your animator and click on this top portion and drag and drop. Okay, add top avatar masks. Got it? And add in a weight of 1. Okay, so now this animation is going to play, and go to your base layer. Okay, and okay, create another layer. Okay guys, so what we'll do is initially we'll create a new layer, and we can call it bottom layer. Let's give it bottom, that's it. And go to your base layer and copy this thing, and go to your bottom layer and paste it here, and we can remove this thing initially. So why we are doing this thing? Because there is no weight control in the default layer. There is no weight, so it is completely one. We don't need that one. So we'll go to bottom layer, and okay, so I think it is same, but okay, fine, whatever. We'll take a weight of 1, and we need to have another avatar mask. So we'll just copy this thing, Control D, and we'll have this thing top 1 again. Let us rename this thing to bottom. Got it? So go to your bottom thing and go to your humanoid, and make sure you enable your, okay, I think that is for the best. Okay, so top portion, head, all of these hands, all of these bottom thing will be going to the top of the mask, and legs will be going to the bottom of the mask. So you have this bottom of the mask. Go to here and use this bottom of the mask to this one. Okay, now it is completed. Now let's hit play and we will see how it is. Let's hit play. Now you can see he's playing this kind of shooting kind of animation, right? But what you guys don't know internally is like the bottom portion will be using our oh shit, oh my god, wait guys, we're going to set it up, wait, in a little more. So if I hit, let us go to background or something like that. If I hit move, he will move. So initially what people does is initially they will try to download, they'll try to make run, walk, idle, left moving, right, for the shooting animation, for idle animation. If you are a big company, you can do that one. Since it's a tutorial series, I'm just using one animation and I'm using avatar mask. So top portion will be completed by this thing. So I think it is fine having idle animation as this thing. It is fine, completely fine. So I'm leaving like that. So let us move right now and we will see how weird it is. Okay, now you guys can see like he's moving forward and he's moving backward as well. He's moving left and he's moving right. So I hope you guys are understanding right now. You can see on this side, right? You can see on this viewport side, our player is moving, our player is moving backward, our player is moving left, and our player is moving right. So how we are doing this initially? Top portion will be completed by one animation, which is known as idle aiming. Got it? Where we used an avatar mask. What that avatar mask contains? It contains our offset, and it contains our head, contains our hands, and it contains our body. And we have another set of blend space which controls our bottom portion. Now I will tell you, okay, what will happen if I don't click this thing. So let's go to top and go to the inspector, and we will not control this one. We will let bottom one control this one. Got it, guys? We will let the bottom one control this one. Okay, fine. Okay, let's go to game. Now see what will happen. Now see, he's having some kind of disease. He's looking at that particular direction. He's looking forward. Why? Since we are not controlling that particular bottom circle one, we are not applying offset. Okay, the bottom animation will be applying offset. So what you need to do, in order to apply offset, we need to control that one. I hope you guys are getting this thing, man. Avatar mask is very simple, very easy to use. There is a ton of tutorials on YouTube. If you don't understand this one, go to that one. So we'll unclick this one, we'll go to a top thing, and we'll click this one. Cool enough. So let's hit play again just to make sure it's working. And now you can see he's moving backward, he's moving forward, he's moving this thing. But there is one other thing that I really worried about. Like the movement which he is moving is something which is really weird, right? Let us assume something like this. He is moving. So let us assume how he is moving, right? Let us see. He's moving backward. Okay, it is kind of fine. But if you are really not satisfied with how he is moving, okay, one fix, I think we can do this one or not. I really don't know. Let us see. Let us go to bottom, and I will also control this one. Both of these things control both of those. So which one will apply? Let us see. So both of those apply, both of those controls, both of these. Let's see which one will apply. Okay, he is not moving like that. Let us see how he is moving right now. It is not looking perfectly okay. Anyway, I think you are getting a little bit of motion. So some people may say like, okay, I don't need this idle animation at all times. Like I don't need this idle aiming animation all times. I only need it whenever I'm pressing the fire button. Okay, that's what we are doing right now. So what we will be doing right now is initially I told you guys how to apply a avatar mask, and I also told you how avatar masks work, right? If you have any doubts, post in the comment section. Now what we're going to do right now is we're going to make up a button. We're going to take a button which is going to say fire, and when we press that particular button, what happens is that it will control the weight of the layer. So when I press fire, when I keep on pressing the fire, then the weight will increase to 1, and when I release the fire button, the weight will come back to 0, so that you can apply the normal blend layer. Let's apply that one. So let us get started. Let us wait, guys. I'm going to go back there. Record. Okay, guys. Okay, my home is a mess. go to let us continue our thing. So go to your SWOT. So whatever the canvas that are related to player, just make sure they have it in player, because multiplayer you need to disable canvases in multiplayer, so it will make your work much more easier. So go to UI and click on canvas. Okay, you created a canvas, and go to 2D view so that you can know which of these in canvas. So is this one the canvas? Okay, this is the canvas. Got it. So right click on the canvas and click on UI and add a button. Okay, and scale that button, keep that button to bottom of the screen here, which is a fire button, and take this anchor thing and keep it onto the left side. Got it? So it will be staying at the same position. For you guys to have the button remaining at that position for all screen sizes, you need to use this anchor. Initially I forgot to use this anchor. I don't know about this anchor thing at all, so it is better to you. It is a valuable tip. So let us try to we can replace these entire images with images in the forward thing. We will replace them with images, so you guys don't need to worry about it. Let us think about functionality. Got it? So go to your font size and increase that font size as well. Okay, which is like 5. So go to your game view. Now you have this fire button. Okay, that is it. Play, and you have this fire button, and that's it. Fire. It's not going to do anything, right? Okay. Go to this button right now, and we're going to add a couple of scripts to this button, so that whenever you press this button, it's going to generate an event, and from that event we're going to change the animator. For that one, let us click on create new C# script and I click on fire. I hope you guys are getting most of this stuff which I'm talking about. I really don't have time right now to teach everything in a great detail, so sorry for that. Cannot tell script behavior, please wait until compilation is finished. Okay, compilation is being done. Before that time, I'm going to open my Visual Studio Code of this project and previous project as well, so that you guys can know what is happening. So is it completed? Is compilation completed? If it is completed, it is fine. Okay, compilation is completed, and my Unity is also lagging a lot, and my laptop is heating a lot. So drag and drop that fire thing here. Yep, it will work fine. So let us close this thing until now. We don't need to work about that one at all. And let's go to okay, it opened our soldier shooter, which is fine. Go to Visual Studio Code. Okay, wait, I'm going to open through Unity editor, which will open exact script that I want. So double clicking on the fire button so that it will open in Visual Studio Code. You guys worry about this one. I will try to copy and paste as much as I can. I'll try to explain to you as well. Motor controller shoot.cs. Okay, so whenever we are trying to register events like pressing the button, releasing the button, you need to implement some kind of interfaces. Got it? Like inheriting some kind of stuff. So inheriting stuff here is iPointer down handler and iPointer up handler. So go to your mono behavior and keep comma and add iPointer up handler and iPointer down handler. So iPointer up handler and iPoint down handler will give us two functions. What are those? Those are on pointer down and on pointer up. On pointer up and on pointer down. So let us get started on this thing as well. On pointer up and on pointer. What is the time? Okay, 8 minutes. So we're going to complete it after that. On pointer up and on pointer down. On pointer up and on pointer down. Okay. Okay, fine. So we're going to set the weight. Whenever I press, I'm going to set the weight as something like one kind of stuff, and whenever I'm not pressing it, I'm going to set the weight as 0. So let us see how to set weight. So animator dot. So whenever I'm pressing this thing, I need to set one weight, and when I'm not pressing it, I'm going to set some other weight. So animator dot set layer index. What is our layer name here, guys? So let us see. So go to your animator and go to this layer which is known as a please fix the compile. Yeah, I'll do that, don't worry. Okay, since it's same top portion, so we need to set the weight of top portion to 0. Whenever I press this, I need to set it to 1, and whenever I'm not pressing this thing, I need to press it to 0. TOPPORTAN, top portion 0. Okay, 0.0f. So it is top portion. I hope you guys are getting it. So I will tell you what we are doing right now. And let us go to our animator as well. Public animator. Okay, so I will try to explain you guys what I did right now. Initially I took a public like pointer of animator stuff, and we implemented two classes, I pointer down handler and I pointer up handler. So we are like inheriting them, got it? So they have two functions, on pointer down and on pointer up. On pointer down is like whenever you're pressing the button. So when we are pressing, we need to set the top portion value, weight value to 1, so that our idle animation will take place, like with idle aiming will take place. If it is set to 0, then it will not take place. So it's like weight of the particular layer, guys. Like if I set the weight as 0, then animation will never take that layer. If the weight is 1, then animation will take that layer. If the weight is 0.5, then animation will take half of it and will not take half of it. So it's something like that. So if you press 1, we set it to 1, then it is like we need to take that layer data. If we press 0, then we are not need to take that layer data. I hope you guys are clarified. You have some clarity according to that or with that. So let's open Unity again, and there are some compiler scripts. Let us solve them. On pointer down handler could not be found. On pointer event data could not be found. Maybe I have to implement something. Let us see. So using Unity engine collection, Unity engine. Okay, let me try to drag and drop all of these again here. Like, okay, I added all of this. I think Unity engine.event systems is something which I'm missing, and Unity engine.ui is something which I'm missing as well. So for the time sake, I'm going to set the top portion to 0, weight 0, guys. So what happens is that initially we will not have any kind of top portion, and let us see how it looks like that. And when I press fire, the top portion weight will be set to 1 automatically. Then our guy will play idle aiming animation. Let us see. So let's see. So let's hit play right now, and oh wait, I think he's here. Okay, the variable animator has not been assigned. Got it. So go to inspector, go to your SWAT guy, and no, go to your button, and here you will have file script, and you need to have animator. Just drag and drop your SWAT. If that SWAT contains animator component, it will directly attach to that one. So click on play. I'll go from 2D and I'll try to go to my player, SWAT guy. Okay, he is playing this animation because okay, if I hit play, you can just see like he is playing the shooting idle animation, which is good. But when I release the fire, he is again setting to this particular motion. Why he is doing that? Since we are using avatar mask for only the bottom portion is working fine. But since our top layer weight is 0, there is no animation to be played on the top layer, right? Because the top layer weight is 0. So since there is no animation to be played on top layer, he is just using some kind of T-pose kind of stuff here. But you can see the bottom portion is working fine. Why? Because bottom portion has our weight 1, but its avatar mask is only restricted to bottom portion. So what we're going to do right now is we're going to change that, and we're going to change the avatar mask of our bottom portion as well. So go to your inspector, go to your avatar mask, go to your bottom thing, and go to humanoid, and we'll try to add all of these again. So now what we are doing right now is very simple. We are trying to get control of the entire body, even though when we are not playing fire button. But what happens when we play the fire button? Because fire button contains only the top portion, and will it override? I don't know really. Let us have a look at that. So if you have a look at this now, now you can see like he is playing. Okay, wait. Okay, got it. So okay, so go to the bottom portion again. Go to the inspector as well. Humanoid, and he's not having this particular circle thing, so that is why he's falling down. Let us enable the circle thing as well, and let us see play, and we will see what will happen. Now you can see our guy is working pretty fine. Because why he is working pretty fine? Because we applied avatar mask, but that avatar mask is applied to entire body, so and each part has an animation to play. What happens if I press on fire button? It is not doing nothing, guys, because even though our fire animation is playing, let us click on SWAT and we'll go to animator. It is a live thing. Top portion is having a weight of 0. If you press on player, you can just see top portion weight is set to 1. but even though its weight is set to 1, bottom portion is overriding top portion. So what we need to do? So let's see what we can do here. So wait, so we have to do something regarding that, otherwise it will be mess. So let us go to bottom here. We have the entire stuff. We need to, I don't know really, what should we do? Okay guys, found a reasonable assumption on how to tackle this issue. So when we look at our bottom portion will contain entire animations like ideal, all of those kind of stuff. So we will try to create a duplicate of this particular layer. I think we cannot do that thing, right? Yeah. So what we'll do is initially we will go to this bottom portion and we will not have any avatar masks at all, so that it will play the complete animation. Okay. So if I hit on play, then I got this idea right now. So it's a good idea. I cannot say it is a bad idea. It's a really good idea. So now you can just see like it is just playing the bottom, right? So fine. So what we do is initially when we press the fire button, we're going to set the bottom value to 0, weight to 0, and you're going to set the top portion value to 1. That is looking fine, but one of the weirdest problems is like top portion will only have topmost thing. What is about the bottommost thing? That's where I came to rescue. Create another layer which is like bottom 2 and apply bottom avatar mask. Got it? And go to, let us paste the same thing again, that blend layer. Does it have? No. Go to your bottom and copy this thing again, go to this thing again and paste this one here, and click on this thing and apply. So what does it signifies? So what I'll do is initially our bottom layer will having a weight of 1, right? So it will play normal animation. When I hit on play, not when I hit on fire, what will happen is like our bottom portion, which is like a normal animation, will become 0 completely, and the top portion will become 1, and bottom 2 will become 1. What is the meaning of that? So ultimately top portion will control the top and bottom portion will control the bottom. So everyone is happy, right? I hope you guys are getting this thing. So initially we're going to have a complete animation set, right? When I press the fire button, I will disable the entire layer and I will enable 2 layers. One layer enables the topmost and one layer enables the bottommost. Some people may say like why cannot we have only single layer? If we have single layer, we need to have shooting animation throughout the game. If you are comfortable with that, do it. If not, just do this one. So let us code it up very fast and we will see how it works out. So whenever I press this thing down, right, I need to set the top portion and bottom 2 as bottom 2 bottom 2 to 1 as well. Okay guys, oh my god. Okay, now I'm going to set the bottom bottom to 0.0. yeah. So I hope you guys are getting this thing. Similar case but with a different set of narrative. We're going to set the top portion to 0. We're going to set the top portion to 0. We're going to set the bottom 2 to 0 as well, and we're going to set the bottom to 1. It's just interchanging layer weights. That's it. There's nothing so special about it. And that is the real thing with programming, guys. You can imagine anything and you can just do it, and it'll allow you to do it. And hit play. Let's see what will happen right now. So our normal thing is playing on, right? And when I hit on play, fire, nothing is happening or what? Okay, let's go to our animator, bottom portion, fire, and this thing will happen. Wait. So go to this top thing here and go to inspector, go to this top thing and go to humanoid. It is controlling our topmost. Go to the bottom, go to the humanoid. Okay, it is controlling everything, so it's overriding. Let's disable these things, and yes, that's it. Okay, let's disable this one as well because it's offset. I hope you guys remember that thing. So go to scene, go to game again and hit play. Now I think it will work fine. So initially it is just our normal thing. Now I'll hit I'm going to move our player so that he is much more focused. Hit fire. Now you guys can see he is playing an idle animation. We can move forward, we can move back. When I hit release, it's a normal animation. I hope you guys are getting this thing. I think I even didn't use this technique. I used some other technique. I don't know which technique I used. I think so. Okay. So I hope you guys are getting this thing. I hope you guys know. So now what you guys can do is like you can add crouch animations and you can blend them between those layers whatever you can, and you can add shooting animations, jumping animations, whatever you can, and blend them, and it is much more easy right now. Hope you guys enjoy this thing, and what we're going to cover in the next tutorial series is like the shift between the layers is very hard. What's the meaning of that? So he's moving, but if I hit on if I hit fire, you can see like there is a sudden transition, like it's like a one frame transition, and people don't like that. We need smooth transition. So what you're going to use is we're going to use linear interpolation, and we're going to change that value of weight over a period of time so it smoothly accumulates to 1 rather than 0 to 1 suddenly, so that our player will be doing some kind of stuff like he's moving way too smoothly. And we're going to do that. After that we're going to add guns and bullets. That's it. And after that we're going to integrate photon, random matchmaking, and all of this kind of stuff. And if you are new, subscribe to our channel and like what you're doing, and share it with your gaming friends if you have any. And thank you for watching.